Hello, everybody. Welcome once more to the Seven Sisters Pubcast with me, Paul, and
me, Bianca.
Yeah, there you go. I thought you could introduce yourself.
Yeah.
We're back again, once more, for coming live from Seven Sisters in Toulouse. The pub itself is shut because
it's Hollybubs.
It's the summer. We're away. We're closed for 3 weeks. So yeah. Cheers
to that. Hang on.
Holidays.
Cheers.
You see that Bianca's got a San Miguel, a Saint Michael. Yeah. Sanny Mig. Many names for it. Saint Michael is great though. I love calling it Saint Michael.
Sanny Mig.
But it is the epitome of the. It's very Benidorm, isn't it?
Bit of Sanny Mig.
Brit on holiday. San Miguel.
Boozed up Britain abroad.
Yeah. So what have we been up to today?
It's a hot one. It's an extremely hot one today. We have been into town.
Yeah. We
got some empanadas.
Yes. There's one here that I might have it now, actually. Actually, no, I won't eat on the podcast.
We love an empanada.
Empanada. I don't know what that one is.
And we've also bought...
We've got them here, look. Props.
Single duvets.
Single
duvets, because Paul can't take it anymore.
Now listen.
He's at the end of his tether.
No. First of all, it's your friends. Shout out. Who was it? It was Troy.
Troy and Freddie.
Troy and Freddie.
Turned me on to the Scandi sleeping method.
So in a double bed, but both with your own duvet. Both with your own single duvet. And it sounded like a good idea.
It does make sense.
We were shopping for curtains today. We are fucking ancient. Shopping for curtains.
Net curtains, no less.
And then it just jogged my memory. But I think this is going to be good because when I often, because I work here till late, I get home after you. You're already in bed sometimes. Or you go to bed before me. And when I get into bed, the duvet is under you. You've just taken the whole duvet and it's just
I'm a cuddler. I'm a spooner. I like to hold on to something. I need a body pillow, really. But the duvet, I'm sure others like to do this. It's sort of all bunched up, one leg over, and I'm like...
So when I get to the bed, I need the jaws of life to prize you apart from the duvet to get some kind of access to it.
Yeah.
So the single duvet, we'll report back the next time.
I think it's going to be a game changer.
Yeah. Next time we're on the podcast together, because actually the next episode isn't going to be me and Bianca. It's going to be Bianca and our friend Skanda.
Indeed.
With a little bit. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say who that person is. We'll leave it. It's going to be the next episode is going to be a bit more special. I'm not going to be here.
Surprises on the horizon.
Yeah, some cool things coming up at Seven Sisters. But then after that, the next time we're together, we shall report back as to whether the two single duvets works, because I have a good feeling it's going to be fantastic.
Scandi, the Scandinavian sleep method, I think it's called.
Okay.
They're always go with the good ideas. But
that's true.
I like to squeeze something.
But you have am I allowed to bring this person up or this thing up on the podcast?
Yeah.
You have a cuddly toy, don't you? Mm-hmm. A shark.
It's a perfect shape.
Teddy bear.
A long shark bought in an aquarium.
And
gift shop.
What's his name?
Vinny.
His name's Vinny. Vince.
You named him Vince or Vinny.
Did I?
I think so.
No.
I think so.
No.
Because it was like the sharks. What is it? The sharks and the jets or something.
I don't know.
Is that West Side Story? The jets and the sharks.
Yeah.
And it was very like, hey, Vinny.
I think if that was me, I would have been more. I'm less. that's too cultured for me. I'd be less West Side Story and more Sharky and George.
Maybe it was from that.
It would be more. That's more my level of entertainment. In fact, talking about Sharky and George, that's the Under the Sea, isn't it? Do you remember Sharky and George?
No, I'm having flashbacks of this conversation.
It's like a shark called Sharky and another fish called George, and they're the crime fighters of the sea. I can't remember if they're actual legit cops or not. But the funny thing in that is that you've got fish under the water and acting out these as if it's New York and they're detectives, and there are people fall off buildings. They're fish on top of a building under the water.
You've been doing this a lot lately.
And they fall off the building.
No, you've been doing this a lot. We were watching some sort of comedy, and you were very like, how is that even possible? As if that would ever happen. It's like, it's a film. It's a children's cartoon.
Yeah.
SpongeBob also, like, many questions, but...
Yeah, it's the rainbow gang walk around naked all day, but then they put pyjamas on to go to bed. It's like, not really doing that. Or Donald Duck putting the towel around his waist. That's the classic, isn't it? But anyway, I've digressed massively there into Sharky and George. So anyway, what I was going to say is that Vinny has become obsolete now. He doesn't get used. So you just use the duvet now.
He needs to go in the washing machine. And I'm scared.
Right.
Because, So Hollybobs.
Holidays.
We're going to England.
Yeah.
We're going to Wales.
Yep.
We're going to glamping in Wales.
Whereabouts are we going glamping in Wales, Bianca? What's the place called?
Well...
Do you have your phone?
No, it begins with an F, but we thought this could be fun. As Paul, your friend Rico suggested, he is a Welshman.
Shout out to Rico.
Getting English people to try and pronounce Welsh words. Disclaimer, this is all meant with love, but what's with all the consonants?
Oh, it's fantastic.
How are we supposed to say it?
Hang on, there we go. Right, so I'm going to spell it. I might actually put this up on the screen. So GLANGWDI.
We put it in Google Translate. Put it into Google Translate and we'll try and...
Clanmulti.
Go on. Can you hear that?
Clanmulti.
Clanulti.
Clanmulti.
Clanmulti.
You're really leaning into the accent. I love it.
But I don't think it's called... it says clean
That's the
up.
name of the... What?
That's the address.
That's the name of the glamp site.
Oh, is it?
No, the one with F is the town.
Oh, okay, we need that one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consonants before the first vowel.
Go on.
Fruittreg.
Oof.
Fruittreg.
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 I can't hear it properly.
When another Welsh friend of mine was in Toulouse not very long ago, maybe last week, Callum, shout out Callum, he was telling me that means green road, I think.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
Fruittreg.
Fruittreg.
That was good.
Well, no, I don't think it was.
I think that was good.
Fruittreg.
Fruittreg. It sounds like Dutch a little bit.
Fruittreg.
Fruittreg. So that's where we're going.
And while we're there...
We're going glamping.
A recommendation from our friend Helen, my friend Helen.
A lot of shout-outs on this episode.
When we are there, we'll be going to Pontypridd.
We're going to go to see my friend Rico.
Aforementioned.
He's got a lovely little cafe on the corner of Mill Street in Pontypridd called Zuko Cafe. I'm going to put up his little Instagram on here. Shout out Zuko, shout out Rico.
Check it out if you're in the area.
Doing some big things up in Pontypridd. Fantastic little... when we go there, I really hope he's doing his homemade Snickers. I saw on there recently he did a homemade Snickers bar and it looked...
Ice cream?
No, just normal. And it looked so decadent. God, it looked good.
Anyway, while we're there... We are going to be attending this festival. Again, we'll put up a little thing. A traditional, I guess, like sort of folklore and spoken word, ancient Welsh festival. The name of which is... Hang on. Don't say anything. Double D. Okay, here we go.
Eisteddfod.
You go too Dutch with
I
it.
sound like I'm saying East Stratford.
Yes.
East Stratford.
Yeah.
In a Russian accent.
We're all over the place, I guess.
Istedfot.
Eastethfot.
East Stratford.
That one's easier. The F one,
Forget about it.
yeah.
So what is it? It's like
Very
a kind
exciting.
of, it's kind of like a Welsh. It's like a kind of very traditional Welsh. It's very kind of
It's like a folk festival, I guess.
it's quite patriotic in a way, isn't it? I think it's quite
Well, it's
we're
like,
Welsh, we're proud kind of thing.
yeah, but it's because it's in like the language and the folklore and everything. It's not like a rally.
Oh no, I don't mean that. I mean like not St. Patrick's Day or St. George's Day, but kind of because they have their own, don't they? St. David's Day, I guess. But yeah, just a kind of celebrating the Welsh language, making sure that it doesn't die out, I guess. We're going back to Crawley. I really want to tell the story about the luck that's happened.
Yeah, do it.
So
A touch, as you call it.
we're going to Crawley on the 10th of August. That's when we arrive. And that happens to be Crawley Town's first home game, or first game of the season. And it's at home to Blackpool. They've newly promoted Crawley into League One. Excellent. So we can go watch that game. Fantastic. We're in Crawley that same day. Brilliant. Then a few days later, we're going off to Cambridge to go see your family and friends. And on the 17th of August,
Another
you're
shout
going
out
to...
coming up.
Oh, excuse me, God. There's another shout out. Yeah. We're going to a baby shower, right?
Hannah, we're coming for you.
So Bianca's going to a baby shower on the 17th in August in Cambridge, and I'm going to be in Cambridge on my own. So obviously I don't want to go to a baby shower.
And you're not invited.
No offence. I'm not invited. Not invited either.
What do you mean, no offence? That wasn't ever an option for you to come to Hannah's
I know.
baby shower.
I know. But I'm just saying, like,
No offence.
it's not my bag.
Good.
So I thought, what we're going to do on the 17th of August, Crawley Town are playing away at Cambridge United.
Aye.
I mean, I got so excited when I saw that.
That is like, I don't want to say serendipity, like cosmic.
It's crazy. It is really crazy. And I think it's going to be the first time ever that I've been to a football match and I'm going to be in the away end. I don't think I've ever been in the away end.
Like I said, watch out for those Cambridge fans. The
choir boys.
The choir boys are pretty hard.
Pretty ruthless. Very notorious. But yeah.
But yeah, we just decided this summer holiday, it's nice to go home. It's nice. Yeah, 40 degrees today here in Toulouse.
Yeah.
I checked the weather in the UK for next week. It's going to be around 20. Fine by me,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
40 degrees is pretty hard to walk around in.
That's true.
Next year we're going to go somewhere abroad again, though. Thinking Portugal.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to the Azores, but I think it's quite expensive to go there. But one day we'll go to the Azores.
Yeah.
Let us know where you're going on Hollybobs.
I'd quite like to go to Micronesia.
What's that?
It's
Polynesia.
It's over there, isn't it? That's like the Pacific, like
South Pacific.
close to Australia.
Oh.
But we were watching the Olympic opening ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of these countries were going past. It's like, geez, I've never heard of that country. I'd heard of Micronesia, but there were others that we hadn't heard of. I checked Micronesia. It's just a tiny island with one road. There's just one road going around the edge. It's just forests. It looks like one of those places is just incredible. And it's amazing that they've got people...
You would never go there purely for the plane that you would have to take to get there.
Oh, yeah.
If it's got one road, you probably have to access it by boat, maybe from the nearest island.
Or a rickety old plane with
biplane.
propellers. I've been on one of those once in the Caribbean, and it was...
Fuck that.
I thought I was going to die.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. That's why, like, people tell me about like Bora Bora, like Tahiti. It's like, yeah, but no, Tahiti. I think you can take a normal sized plane, but still, I don't want to get in any old, small, rickety thing. So sorry,
No.
beautiful islands in the world. Never going to see you.
Yeah. No, but talking about also, I just want to bring up the
Olympics
opening ceremony just very briefly. I mean, it's good. I like the fact that it was outside the stadium. The rain didn't help. I mean, it's quite funny though, because like I'm sat here thinking London was definitely better, And a lot of the French are like, no, the Paris one is definitely better. But I like that because
Are we biased?
of course you are. Like when the Olympics was in London 2012, we were everyone was like, yeah, loving it.
We had such iconic people though. You got your Mr. Bean, your James Bond, the Queen. These are like symbols. Like the music was like the Beatles and Queen and shit. Like it's hard to argue in terms of cultural exports.
No,
I'm kind of shit all over it. But
I'm just talking.
it was cool that it was on the river and shit.
I mean, just in general, like the whole.
We didn't have drag queens. Did we have drag queens? I don't know.
No,
Well,
no I just mean in general, like just soaking up the Olympics, the Olympic vibe is pretty cool. But there was that blue guy.
Yeah.
We're gonna, and then I compared him to old Greg. He looked like, if anyone's watched the Mighty Boosh, I'm going to bring up a picture comparison. The blue dude from the Olympics.
Well, it was giving very that
old Greg,
like surreal energy.
Yeah,
what was
Boosh.
the blue guy? Yeah, exactly. But what was the blue guy? Who was he?
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something that we do, and I know you do, and I think it's the English in general.
Oh yeah.
And it's being way too polite.
Yeah.
Like in the most ridiculous circumstances and situations. And the one that happens to me, this happened yesterday to me, and it's the worst one I think I've ever done. I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna maybe I'm gonna draw out the layout of the supermarket, and I'm gonna show you.
Pen and paper.
But it does well. Okay, look, there was a T junction. I'm walking down an aisle in a supermarket, and there's a bit of a T junction at the end. Okay,
Junction.
What else would you
I
call
don't
it?
know.
So there's a bit of a T junction. So I want to go right down this aisle, and there's a guy kind of standing at the end of the T junction, looking at something. He's not completely blocking the right turn, but I had to kind of like move to one, like kind of like go sideways to get past him, and I bumped in to the shelf. I bumped into the shelf. He's here. He's nowhere near me. I bumped into the shelf. He's facing away from me, and I apologized to him. I went, oh, sorry. And he just looked at us like...
When you told me this story earlier, my follow-up question was, were you stoned? Were you stoned?
I probably.
That's
Probably.
the behaviour of a stoned person. Like, oh, sorry. It is the British reflex. Like, we do just say sorry for anything, but I think when you're stoned, you're even more like...
I've definitely said sorry when someone's...
bumped into you.
Stood on my foot, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. And every single time afterwards, there's a wave of self-loathing. Like, why the fuck did I just apologise? Why am I such a little piece of shit?
Yeah, it is very...
Like, look at him in his king of his castle, and I'm apologising to him.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm a worm.
Isn't it?
But yeah, I always say, even to my students, as an English teacher, we talk about culture, intercultural things. And probably in the British English, maybe more southern UK, but this is, just a thought. The three most used words would probably be sorry, thank you, please.
You reckon?
Thank you and sorry the most, I reckon. You say thank you a lot.
Yeah. Working behind a bar, I am very aware of people saying please and thank you.
Well,
some people say both. Some people say please and not thank you. Or a lot of people would say not say please, but will say thank you. The people that say neither, if you go into a bar, right, and the bartender says hello, you fucking say hello back, okay?
Yeah.
You say hello,
yeah.
and you say, I would like a pint of that, please. And then when the bartender gives you that pint, you say thank you.
Yeah.
It's quite simple.
Isn't it?
Some guy came in the other day, and I said hello, and he went, IPA. I was like...
Who raised you?
And I went, I'm sorry? And he went, did it again, IPA. So I put the card machine down. I was like, that's $7.50. Please.
Nice and passive aggressive.
Yeah, very nicely and passive aggressive. Yeah.
Was he French?
I don't know.
A foreigner.
I don't know. He wasn't from the UK. But
no, but sometimes if there's a language barrier, you just have to be simple, don't you? But that's still smile. I say always in body language you can show politeness, not just in your words.
He did. I would like to.
Sounds like a knobhead, though.
I'm going to give him a chance. He did bring the glass back. He was
he
sat
felt
outside.
bad. That's cute.
He was sat outside, and when he'd finished his pint, he did bring the glass
Well,
back.
you slamming down the card machine sure must have...
Well, I learned that trick. Well, not that trick. I learned that from someone I used to work with at a different pub. They were like, not a trick, but just like, if someone doesn't say please, when you say please, you really like, that'd be $4.50, please.
Yeah, for sure. Or like, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome's a good passive-aggressive one. Isn't it?
But I will say this, though. When I first came to Toulouse and I was working in a pub, and I noticed that not many people were saying please and thank you, I thought, I attributed it to the French in general, so I do apologise for that. But because then when the Euro 2016 came around in France, we had English, Spanish, Swedish, Belgians, the Czech Republic were here, like all sorts of nationalities, and everyone's the same. Everyone's the same. I'd say.
So the English, particularly British English, I don't know about. We always make the distinction between British or American, but there is, of course, Australian, New Zealand, South Africa, all the rest. But British English in particular, it's a lot. We notice it when we go home.
Yeah.
If you're having a transaction in a shop, you'll be like, that's £5, please. Okay, here you go. Thanks. The card machine. Thanks. The receipt. Thanks. And after living away for almost a decade, it's become, well, after a few months, of living in France and then going back to the UK, I think it was quite clear that we say thank you a lot.
Too much.
Some people consider it, a sign of insincerity.
Oh, really?
And it's too much. Yeah. Because we're not always sorry. Like when you said sorry to the shelf.
I didn't say sorry to the shelf.
You weren't being sincere.
I apologised
it was just
to
like
the
a
man.
habit.
I apologise to the man.
Oh, okay, right. I thought you
for
apologised.
existing.
You apologised to the shelf for bumping into the shelf.
I don't know.
It's a bit of both.
It's a bit of both. What it is my brain telling me you've bumped into...
It's a reflex,
you've bumped into something.
Yeah. It's an involuntary response, which is why people think it's disingenuous. If you're really like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, excuse me, sorry. It's like, chill out.
I don't know.
That's what people think.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Can you be too polite?
Maybe.
That's the question.
Maybe.
Or is it just, that's what people who are sometimes a bit more like, let's just do this. Let's stop with the... Anyway.
Yes.
So what have we discussed today? We discussed our new Scandi sleeping method.
Yep.
We've discussed our hollybobs.
Which I'm looking forward to both of those. Very much looking forward to both.
Yeah.
The Scandi sleeping method and the holiday.
We've mentioned Scandi and we've mentioned Scander.
Ah, yeah.
Our friend Scander will be coming onto the pod. So
next episode.
Remember
I'd like to mention something from last episode. I don't know if anyone picked up on it, but I feel like I have to mention it. There was a cut. We mentioned the Hillsborough disaster, and then it cut, and we started talking about football hooliganism. In between those two bits, we started.
We cut
there was
out a lot of
there was a
waffle.
bit of a segue, and then it kind of went into the hooliganism. And I would just like to point out that we do not in any way think that the football fans, the Liverpool fans on that day, were acting in any kind of hooliganism kind of way. They weren't to blame. It was definitely the police's fault.
Fuck the sun.
Fuck the sun. It wasn't drunk football fans. It was the police who fucked up.
An unfortunate cut of the episode.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone noticed it, but I just feel like I want to put that out there. The football fans, the Liverpool fans, were not to blame.
And fuck the sun.
And fuck the sun. But yeah.
So you'll be back open when? When are we able to come and drink in Seven Sisters again?
Seven Sisters will be open again 19th of August, Monday 19th, and then business as usual. Got a few little things lined up for the new season from September. Hopefully going to have a few new little events, but there's a few things in the pipeline. Music, a few kind of food type events as well. We're looking to introduce a curry night. That's something that we're definitely interested in because we made the Vindaloo for the Euro final and it went down very well. So yeah, and then we'd get you involved as well in that because you're such a superstar chef.
I'll help.
Yeah.
I'd like to. I do a mean curry. I do some other bits and bobs.
Yeah.
The sausage rolls.
Oh yeah, the sausage rolls. God. Okay, so anyway, we're going to wrap that up right there. We love you very much.
What?
Start that again.
I just love you very much. Who are you talking
I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah, so we're going to wrap that up
I feel
right.
like we've been kind of sloppy today.
It's been sloppy.
It's too hot.
It's sloppy.
well hot outside.
Yeah. Right, okay, so thank you very much. We're going to leave that there. We're going to wrap it up. We're fucking off on holiday. We hope you are too. I hope you're going somewhere nice for the holidays. But thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, share this video, tell your friends all about it. Come down to Seven Sisters, have a beer.
The views are slowly creeping up, so thank you for checking it out.
The subscribers are creeping up. We got to 35, I believe. 35 of you.
The views.
We appreciate it.
I was thinking the views. But yeah, we gained one subscriber this week. I think it was my mum.
It was, yeah. And now I'm making sure I watch what I say. Now I know that your mother's watching.
It is nice to know. It's just us rambling, but maybe some people enjoy it.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, so we hope you have a lovely summer. We will be back in August. And there you go. We'll see you very soon. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye.